The time is now. The Michigan FRC State Championship.
RoboZone starts now.
RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Toyota, let's go places. Fanuc America, innovative automation solutions. Hino Trucks, the fastest growing premier medium duty nameplate in the United States. And Operating Engineers 324, we keep Michigan running. Eaton, powering business worldwide. From the DeltaPlex in Grand Rapids, welcome to the final edition of RoboZone for 2015. I cannot believe where the time has gone, but it has been time well spent. Teams like 1023, the Bedford Express, ready to get it on. RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm your host, Lauren Plant. Of course, Stephanie and Kiera are here with me. Jim Zondag's going to be throughout the show, giving us instant analysis of what is happening as it happens. We've got quarterfinals, semis, finals actions. We got some fun features, too. A lot to get to, so let's get to it. But first, let's bring in Jim Zondag as he breaks down what we're about to see from the quarters. All right, so a few times throughout this show, we're going to catch up with our resident expert. He's out of Control Command, here actually guiding his team, hopefully to victory. Talking about the Killer Bees, we're talking about Jim Zondag. Now, Jim, we just had the alliances announced. We've gone through all the qualifying. What's your takeaway?
I think we came out with 16 really great alliances here, Lauren. We had a lot of drama in the alliance selection, a decline by one of the alliances, but I think 16 great alliances formed. Some of the drama that happened, some of our very top-ranked teams ended up seeding relatively low in the qualifying order. We got 102 teams here today. One of our top-ranked teams, Team 67, the hot team, they ended up seeding 38th. But they were still the number 2 selection, consistent with our predictions that they're one of the very best teams in the state, followed shortly by Team 469, another double district winner. They were the number 3 pick here in the alliance selection today.
All right, well, things are about to get really heated, right?
Yes.
As you get to the nitty-gritty. Tell me, who's a sleeper right now? Who's somebody do you think that can just come out of this thing and just really shock some people?
I think one of the teams to really watch out for, Team 217. They were a pick at one of the lesser alliances, but they have one of the fastest can grabbers in the entire competition, and I really think that they stand a chance for making the difference for their alliance. All
right, well, Jim, we're going to talk to you before the finals, get your assessment on how that's going to shake out, so we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Lauren.
With 102 teams attending, the state championship in Grand Rapids DeltaPlex Arena was the largest robotics event ever held in Michigan. Before the playoffs began, first founder Dean Kamen presented Governor Schneider with the 2015 Will I Am Make It Loud Award for his support of FIRST Robotics. With so many teams attending MSC, there were now 16 alliances of 3 teams each for a total of 48 teams. In the number 1 position, Team 1023, the Bedford Express. No one was surprised when they chose third-seeded 548, the RoboStangs, as the number 1 draft. This pair had teamed up together 1 week earlier to win the Bedford District. Number 2 ranked Flying Toasters chose Team 67, the hot team, as the number 2 draft. The third member of this number 2 triad was sophomore Team 5114, Titanium Tigers from Fenton. Goodrich's More Martians, with the number 3 captain, chose Team 469, Las Gorillas, and Team 4003, Trisonics from Allendale. The Killer Bees took the 4th captain spot. They selected 1918 NC Gears from Fremont and 4130, the Richmond Blue Devils, to join them. In 5th were Team 573, the Mech Warriors, along with Team 27 Rush from Clarkston and Team 3098, the Waterford Captains. 16 alliances means an extra octo-finals were needed. Battles were fierce, and we immediately saw a tug of war between some of our alliance group. The number 3 alliance of More Martians, Las Gorillas, Trisonics, and despite having massive cam burglaring ability, dropped their first match, scoring only 98 points. They could never recover and were gone. The number 10 Alliance, 314, Big Mo, 2960, Automation Nation had a similar fate. They too had an early exit. Our number 1 Bedford RoboSting Raptor Alliance laid down a 207 in round 1, followed by a huge 238 score in round 2 to take first place. In the championship quarterfinals, immediately we saw tragedy as the number 2 Toasters Hot Tigers Alliance fumbled, dropping 2 recycling containers in a single match. This spelled doom for the much favored number 2 trio. The number 8 Alliance of 2137 Torque from Oxford, Team 68 Truck Down Thunder from Ortonville, and Team 494 the Goodrich Martians. They'd posted an average over 209 points in the octofinals, but here, 2 recycling containers hit the floor and momentum hit the skids. It was curtains for Alliance number 8. The Killer Bees, NC Gears, Blue Devils number 4 Alliance started out fast and strong, but missed the 20-point autonomous bonus. Soon after, the number 4 Alliance was Memorex. Our number 1 Bedford RoboStings Raptors Alliance proved again why they were number 1. This top-seeded trio set a new Michigan record and the highest score of the year, posting a 260-point score, scoring 3 stacks of 6 and 3 stacks of 5. On their second pass, a score of 232 secured their first place position yet again. The number 11 Alliance of 4967, that one team, Team 66, the Flyers, and Team 1502 Technical Difficulties continued their drive, taking second place in the quarters. The number 12 Alliance of Holland Team 107 Robotics, Ferndale's Team 1189 Gearheads, and Team 1718 Fighting Pie from Armada, they finished firmly in third. At the end of the quarters, Alliances 1, 5, 11, and 12 advanced to the Final Four.
We've talked all season long about Lawrence Tech's unique educational opportunities. Their robotics program is no different, giving their students experiences that translate into real life. The robotics program at Lawrence Tech is unlike any other.
I think it's probably the most rewarding program, especially being able to see what you're doing in class come alive in the lab.
To anyone that's looking forward to coming to Lawrence Tech or thinks that they might be interested, I would just say that Lawrence Tech is really good at having a very close relationship with each student. It is a private school, so you can always talk with your professors and get the help that you need. And labs like these, even though they're small, you're able to build different relationships and go farther than just beyond the textbook.
Preparing them for their future careers?
Lawrence Tech's robotics program, it's definitely helped me to just figure out how the professional environment will be in different engineering environments such as Ford, and use those skills to keep a certain level of professionalism within the workplace.
I think that Lawrence Tech has given me a technical background for my job. It's much easier to pick up things that I might need to know for my job, both technically and professionally.
And setting its students up for amazing jobs during school as well.
I work for Ford Motor Company. It's a work-study program. My position professionally titled is a systems engineer, and I'm helping reduce warranty for wheel speed sensors.
Currently I work at Hero Tech America in Auburn Hills as a process design intern.
But it doesn't stop there. With the addition of new labs, opportunities continue to arise.
I'm really excited to see what the new facilities are going to look like. I think that it'll be a great addition to the program, and I think it'll really help everyone who's going to be in the program to have an opportunity to really get their hands dirty in everything that we learn.
For more information about robotics at Lawrence Tech and all of the other amazing programs offered, head to ltu.edu and schedule a visit today. I'm with Ethan from the Bedford Express, who is first heading into the semifinals. How's the robot and how are you guys feeling heading into the semis?
The robot has stayed consistently up with itself. We don't have any maintenance right now, and going into semis, we're keeping everything consistent, putting up constant 6 stacks, and making sure that we don't drop anything. We play it safe, play it careful, and use all the time that we possibly can.
Thank you. The semis and finals are coming up next.
Since 1932, Lawrence Tech's motto has always been theory and practice, meaning you don't just learn theories, you also get hands-on practical experience. So students in all the engineering concentrations get the chance to work closely with our professors, using the advanced equipment and facilities here. As captain of the Baja SAE team, I was able to take what I learned from my engineering and entrepreneurial courses to prepare a race-ready vehicle for competition. But the best thing is the adrenaline rush you get taking that car off the jump.
You may not know us, but you know the things we do.
We build landmarks,
buildings,
highways,
Bridges,
and pipelines.
we build rewarding careers,
we operate.
we maintain,
For over 100 years, we've kept Michigan running.
and we'll keep it running.
We're Operating Engineers 324.
and we're proud of being part of something special.
Join us.
For over 30 years, we've been the leading supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation to American manufacturing. We help companies reach production goals locally and globally with bringing manufacturing back to North America. Our innovative technologies provide world-class quality and efficiency. We train, educate, and develop highly skilled workers, harnessing the power of man and machine together. We are the future of manufacturing. We are FANUC America.
Hi RoboZone fans, I'm Kiara Lancaster. Last year's Chairman's Award recipients, Team 27 Rush, is headed to Washington, D.C. for the second annual Advocacy Conference, and this year they want to invite you. The National Advocacy Conference is a way that students can talk directly to members of Congress and their senators to influence change and push legislation that will prioritize the expansion of FIRST and STEM education.
So we bring teams in, we give them a day and a half of training on how Capitol Hill works, what the bills are, what the educational issues are, help them personalize it to their team, their state, their community, their school district, and then we send them out onto Capitol Hill to do days worth of meetings, to meet with their senators, their members of Congress, their governor's office, and really spread the message of FIRST.
Team 27 Rush first began going to Washington, D.C. 6 years ago with just a few of their students. Since then, they have increased the amount of teams and states involved.
Finally, we thought, hey, if we enjoy this, maybe we should invite some other folks. And so 3 years ago now, we invited one other team, and then 2 years ago, we invited 5 other teams, and then last year, we actually turned it into a conference with our first National Advocacy Conference. So we had 17 teams from 14 different states. And the more states we can have represented, the better it is, because the more senators, the more members of Congress that hear from us, the more effective our advocacy message can really be.
Students really have taken hold to the mission of NAC and look forward to going back every year.
Surprisingly enough to me, kids were really into it. Education policy at the national level is not the most exciting thing, but it's something that kids were really into. They really took hold of it.
It is very intimidating for a student to be able to conduct themselves into a congressional meeting, but really once you understand how to nail the points and really have conviction to the congressman and really show that you're a student who these laws are directly affecting, it really makes a difference, and it really inspired me to be able to continue year after year with that. Really in my long term, I want to possibly be a congressman or a senator, and that's because of the impact I've had from the National Advocacy Conference and from Team Rush.
Michigan is the leader of FIRST Robotics, but the NAC is designed to make sure that every student gets that same opportunity.
We really need to help teams that come from less fortunate high schools that really need help. We need to help education policy on a national level with more STEM type things in there to really focus on what our future is and where the jobs are, and that's certainly within STEM.
If your FIRST team would like to be a part of the National Advocacy Conference, visit teamrush27.net/NAC for more information. The conference is June 14th through 16th, and registration ends in the middle of May.
The more teams we have, the more effective our advocacy message will be. And while it's a lot of work, we will also have a lot of fun.
Okay, Cameron, you've been there 5 times before. How excited are you to go back this year?
I'm really excited, Kira. This event really never gets old. It's an inspirational event where students build confidence, and really we're making a difference within the community. So I'm just really excited to be back there.
Awesome. I'm excited for you. Good luck in competitions today. Hopefully we'll see you in awards. For RoboZone, I'm Kiara Lancaster.
All right, without any further delay, it's time to get back into the action. And if the semifinals are anything like the quarterfinals, we're in for a treat. Check it out. 90 teams are out, 12 teams remain. Stakes were sky high as our teams entered the 3-match round-robin playoff semifinals. There was no contest for the top spot. The #1 Bedford RoboStangs Raptors Alliance drove averages up to a stellar 224 points with a 199, followed by a 236, and finally a 239 to secure an easy passage to the state finals, scoring 6 stacks every time. The battle was on for our second finalist. In semifinal #1, the #11 Alliance dropped a recycling container while building their second stack, limiting their score to 136. Then, in semifinal #3, team #66 dropped an RC on their first stacking attempt, resulting in a 148 score. The #5 Alliance Mech Warriors Rush Captains had the best consistency, scores of 163, 201, and 162 for an average of 175 points. That granted them a passage to the Michigan Championship Finals by a thin margin of just 4 points. Every toe counts at this level. Just 2 alliances and 6 teams remain as we enter the championship finals. Who will be our 2015 champions? Stay tuned.
I'm here with the Mech Warriors. First of all, congratulations on making it into the finals. Tell me how your robot's holding up.
It's holding up really well. We fixed all the issues we had, and now we're good to go for the finals.
We're totally excited. We've worked so hard this year, and it's an amazing feeling to be in the finals and state championships.
Good luck to this team. Don't go anywhere because finals are up next.
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
Eaton is a leading supplier to the global automotive and commercial truck industries, providing high-quality products that improve vehicle efficiency and performance.
If you're the type of person who enjoys taking on a challenge, learning something new, working with the brightest minds and problem solvers in the industry, then this is the type of environment for you.
You don't do the same thing every day. There's a wide variety of projects to work on.
That's one of the things that I love within Eaton is I can get that broad range and I can decide what I really want to do in my life and what I truly enjoy with engineering.
I took the job right out of college and here I am 33 years later still at Eaton and still having fun.
When you think about developing technologies that can help mankind, fundamentally it's a great thing.
I'm working on products that go in automotive gas tanks to help with safety and fuel emissions.
The best thing about working at Eaton is that we're doing something that's never been done before. And that's exciting and challenging.
I love that I get to work on a team that is, all different ages and all different types of people.
Not only do I get a lot of the mentoring and knowledge that they have to offer, but they also treat me with respect and allow me the ability to provide my own ideas and excel in that area.
One of the biggest projects that I'm working here is a localization project in China.
Teamwork is very important for us at Eaton, and we encourage that through employee engagement and employee involvement in community service activities.
We always do activities together. We go and we tutor at robotics. We're always going to lunch together.
The opportunities are really limitless at Eaton.
You can grow and have an entire career at Eaton and see all different aspects of business and markets and products.
I'll definitely stay at Eaton for a while.
Eaton is a vibrant company. We're growing, we have the right technology, and we're looking for the right talent to help us grow.
Come join us! If you have ever been to an FRC event, one thing you notice is a whole lot of grooving. From the MC to the volunteers, the mentors to the mascots, and of course, the team members, everyone seems to get up to get down. Line dancing favorites from YMCA to the Macarena follow the leader to the Cupid Shuffle. Dancing is a big part of the fun. Hey, even Stephanie and Kiera got in on the action. You go, girls. All right, welcome back to RoboZone, and as you can see, things are a little quieter around here than before. We are really waiting for the finals. The anticipation has been building. Jim Zondak back with us again. Jim, I know you guys aren't competing in the finals, and that's okay, but just talk about these two alliances that will be going at it.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, this has been a really exciting playoff series. These two alliances are great. We got Bedford, our #1 ranked team in the state, going into the finals as the alliance captain. They picked 548, who have the supreme combination of the fastest can grabbers that we've ever seen, combined with the ability to build 3 stacks of 5 every match. This tournament's all going to come down to grabbing the cans, who can control the majority of the recycling containers, whether each side is restricted to 5 stacks or one side can get 6. The other alliance, the 573 alliance, the real thing with that alliance is coming from the 5th seeded spot, they managed to make it all the way to the finals. Very unusual in Recycle Rush and in FIRST Robotics in general. This alliance had the good fortune of getting Team 3098 on their captain at 44th pick. In the alliance selection, Team 3098, one of our district winners, was a sleeper, passed by probably 7 or 8 times in the alliance selection, got on the #5 alliance, really the team that's helping bring it home. 573 and Team Rush, a can specialist and a double can grabber. Together with a combination, they got a real shot. I still think the Bedford alliance is going to bring it home. They've already proved they can score over 260 points, and I think we'll see scores even higher in the finals.
No question. They've been very impressive today. There's no doubt about it. Just consistent and really, really good. So let's get to the finals right now and find out just what went down. In the finals, we saw it all come together. Teamwork, balance, and consistency. Both remaining alliances had 2 fast shoot stackers. Both remaining alliances had lightning fast can burglars. Both remaining alliances had 20-point autonomous modes, and both had a dedicated container specialist. While the #1 Bedford Red Alliance had proven their ability to set record scores, this was still anybody's game. In finals match #1, the door was open for the Blue Alliance when the RoboStangs missed grabbing one of the recycling containers in the opening seconds of the match. The Blue Alliance seized the opportunity and poured on the pressure, but the #1 Bedford Alliance matched their speed stack for stack. With 3 stacks of 6 and 2 capped stacks of 5 for Red, 3 stacks of 6, a stack of 5, and a stack of 4 for Blue, this was a down-to-the-wire, narrow victory for the Red Alliance, 238 to 220, and the highest combined score of the season. In finals match 2, it was the last chance for the Mech Warriors Rush Captain's team. Fast and furious with the Blue Alliance, and with just 40 seconds to go, the scores were nearly tied. But in the final seconds, the #1 Red Alliance pulled into the lead, finishing with a commanding 246 to 182 win and the 2015 Michigan Championship title for Team 1023 Bedford Express, Team 548 RoboStangs, and Team 1711 Raptors. This tournament was won by the perfect combination of teamwork, ability, speed, and consistency. These winning teams played at the very pinnacle of their ability, setting Michigan scoring records along the way. Team Captain Bedford Express finishes with a near-perfect season, 3 district wins, and the state championship. This is the first state championship victory for all 3 of these winning teams. Incredible.
I'm here with Bedford Express, which was RoboZone's #1 team. How does it feel to take it home today?
Totally amazing. Totally amazing. So we went all the way through eliminations and kept everything consistent, and when we did screw up, we came back and everybody handled it very well, and we still got a better score. Just getting all these consistent stacks is just awesome, and winning is just amazing. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you guys were consistent throughout the whole game. What do you think that was?
It's just the way our robot is built. We're very consistent with our 3-6 stacks.
What can we expect from you in Worlds?
Even better things.
Congratulations to the Raptors. Tell me how you feel right now.
I feel like I'm going to pass out. This is the farthest our team has ever gone. We're just excited for nationals, so this is crazy.
Yeah, what do you think pushed you guys over?
Well, it was just our alliance members. They did fantastic, we did fantastic, everyone was fantastic, and I congratulate every single team here because this was amazing.
And what do you guys see going into the next round?
We're going to try to hone our strategy, make sure that we're keeping it cool in every single match, because when we keep it cool like that, we do really awesome, and it's great.
The Michigan State Championship, the Pacific Northwest Championship, and the New England Championship were the final 3 FRC events of the season. There is only one remaining, the FRC World Championship in St. Louis. FIRST Robotics keeps getting bigger, and it keeps getting better. Michigan is the epicenter of FRC, and the World Championship is coming to our house soon. I caught up with Jim for one final time this year.
What a day, what a state championship. Our number 1 team coming in gets it done. They dominate, they do it in impressive fashion. How do you sum up really what the Bedford Express was able to do?
The Bedford Express was really able to put together a phenomenal team with great execution and great repeatability. They worked together as a team. They had a can grabber, they had a can specialist, they had a 2 stacking specialists, and they really were just able to get the job done. And at each level of the playoffs, the scores just keep getting higher and higher and higher. Fantastic execution, no mistakes. They really got the job done.
And we got to credit the RoboStangs, and we got to credit the Raptors, who had never even gotten this far.
That's correct. Raptors won their first district this year. This is their first championship ever. Great member to this alliance. Can specialists really got it done. And RoboStangs, we walked in here figuring the RoboStangs would be the number 1 pick in the alliance selection, and we were right.
There you go. So things played out amazingly. Now we've got Worlds to look ahead to. I know we're kind of on the spur of the moment here, but what are the teams that you know will be competing at Worlds, and what do you expect there?
Actually, Michigan has a tremendous number of teams going to Worlds in 2 weeks. Almost 90 teams from Michigan will be promoted to Worlds from this event. So all of the top name teams you see here, Hot, 469, Bedford, Las Gorillas, Killer Bees, all of them, we're all going to Worlds along with literally about 80 more. So almost every good team that you saw on the field here today are going to Worlds. We've got enough teams at Worlds to almost have our own Michigan division with about 12% of the teams attending. So we're going to have a great time there. Michigan teams have won the World Championship more often than any other state or any other region, and we expect great things for Michigan again in 2015.
Absolutely. And just to wrap it up, we saw a lot of the legacy teams kind of fall in a kind of unexpected fashion. Have you ever seen that before at a state final?
Yeah, we have. It was really pretty unexpected. You know, Team 67, 469, Killer Bees, they all went out in the octofinals or the quarterfinals, which really was kind of a surprise because some of them we were really picking them to win. But it's not surprising. Recycle Rush is really a game where you need the right combination of partnerships and you can't make mistakes. And the Winning Alliance really did both of those things.
Well, on behalf of Kira and Stephanie and Jim, your help all season long has been really great. This is our last show, our sign-off for 2015. We can't wait to do this again next year. It's going to be bigger and better, and we're going to really try and do a lot of fun things. So Jim and I are going to do a lot of planning over the course of the year, and we'll bring back RoboZone better than ever. We'll see you next year.
All right. RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Toyota. Let's go places. Fanuc America, innovative automation solutions. Hino Trucks, the fastest growing premier medium duty nameplate in the United States. And Operating Engineers 324, we keep Michigan running. Eaton, powering business worldwide.